Los Angeles, California. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Washington Redskins and the Los Angeles Rams. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First carry for Darius Geis. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On the handoff, it's Geis. And he gets it down to the 32. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. Here's Carter throwing on 1st down. This is Jennings. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Off to Geis on the screen. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
Carter now to throw on 2nd down. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Paul Richardson, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, LA. Brandon Cooks, 75 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Detroit! Now Carter on 1st down. They'll check it down to Geis. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56.
Back to throw is Carter. Operating from the gun. Dumps it off for Geis. A very solid gain of 27.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. 23 yards on the play. Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56.
And they'll run it here. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Goff now looking to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. David Irving able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Here's Goff now on second down. And this is caught at the 8. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going, and they've got it here with a first down. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. In for the score. And the Rams are in for 6. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Hauschka with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On the ground, it's Geis. They finally do get him down, but we've got penalty flags on the field as well, and they might get 15 more out of this. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Detroit! Gone! Hot!
Following the penalty, it's Geis. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run with Geis. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
He'll get it up the middle. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Now I wouldn't be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
And his kick is indeed good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
66. Maverick. Joe, 12, Joe.
From the gun, here's Goff. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, 76. 76. Hey, Shell.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. And the tackle there will go to Ryan Anderson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
180. DC.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have two remaining here before we get to halftime. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
No. Check. Patriot. Under 10. All right, now, lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Ready? Undercrook. Gun! 26 Mike. Get in the weight room.
Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Carter, off play action. And the Rams got it. They bring him down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Well, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
To throw on third down. Carter. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. 2nd and 10. Goff again. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Goff now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams add on to their lead. Hauschka now for the extra point. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now Washington going to use the second of their... Three timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Gone!
Here's Carter off the play fake. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This quarterback now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Carter now. From the gun, he'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Carter looking to throw on 2nd down. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on 1st down. After the interception, here's Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there just before halftime. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. 47 yards. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He connected on his first, this from 41. And Hauschka's kick is good. So we've reached halftime. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And the Rams getting set to go now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
After the run, Goff going to throw. And the Redskins do get it to him. He goes down for a sack. Preston Smith in there to bury him for a loss of 11. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. David Irving in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Here's Johnny Hekker now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. An unbelievable punt there. We're talking 70-plus yards. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Geis. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Leopard!
Back to throw is Carter. Off play action. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 72 yards. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley, not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Go! DC!
To throw on 2nd down is gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
14. Hard ball.
Now Goff. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
He sets to fire deep. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Rams add on to their lead. Auschko with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Off the play fake. Carter. They'll roll him out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Samson Abukum. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Carter off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Auschka adds the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we're talking about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Redskins on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Carter. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one will be accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On first down, gone. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks, 35 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. Now Hausch going to tack on the extra point. Hauschka with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now come the Redskins. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Back now in Los Angeles. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Carter to throw on 2nd down. He's going to air one out. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
Has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
That is incomplete. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot. and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Again, they run with Gurley. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 10. Third down.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And, boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Open man right side is cut complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A Ram first down as Goff finds Kupp. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Daron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
From the gun on third down, Goff. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Here's a toss coming right. And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
Goff now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The Rams on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Goff. Fighting this, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Johnny Hekker now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle. Now they got to get to the line quickly. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
That good for 19 at a 1st down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
All right, now look at 56.
Carter now on 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a 1st down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. So, Charles,